What's up, Solo Sportsters? We're here today to give you a how-to on how to grip a tennis racket, paddle, really anything, and show you how to do an overgrip. So if it's your first time here, we're Solo Sports. We're a team of racket technicians helping you with some tips and tools for everything equipment. But let's get into today's video. Okay, so to do an overgrip, it's very, very simple. All you need is maybe just a pair of household scissors. Any type of overgrip. Today we have a Wilson Pro overgrip, and then the Racket paddle, anything you need to overgrip. And what you're gonna do is this little package here really has everything you need. You're gonna unpack it. The part holding it together is what you call your finishing tape. The first pro tip is that you want to unravel that first. The reason being is your hands are going to be occupied with the grip, so you don't want to have to fidget and fumble for that later. So I like to just stick it maybe on a desk, a counter, on the racket, etc. So it's off to the side, it's fully unsticked and ready to go. And then next we have our overgrip, which you're going to fully unravel. The middle, sometimes they put a piece of cardboard or something in that just to give it a little bit of structure. We don't need that. And then you're going to have this plastic protective film layer. Now 99.9% of the time, the plastic film is going to be protecting the surface that's going to be sticking upwards. So sometimes we see customers putting that surface layer down. You want to make sure that that's the part that's exposed. And your second double check is that most of these grips will have a sticker to start off, and again, that wants to be face down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a racket. Now the racket is an 8-sided butt cap, and you have a flat top and a flat bottom. And what we want to do is we want to start on either the top or the bottom, and you want to start on a corner and go the long side of the racket. This way the grip is covering a lot of area before you start to contour and curve that racket. So we're going to start here. We're going to take the thin tapered side with the sticker, and we're going to start sticker down right on that corner as I mentioned. You want to go as close to the top as possible so that you're getting full coverage, and we're going to go across. So again, if you see there, I'm going across that long flat side. Then I'm going to do one full contour of the top with some overlap. As you see there, it should be flush to the top. It shouldn't be sticking over. It shouldn't be below where I can see the black replacement grip or the factory grip underneath. I should have a nice cut to the top of the racket. Once I do a full swirl, I'm going to start curling it down. Now, as I'm spiraling it down the racket, I want to watch my overlap. I don't want to do more than maybe a millimeter of overlap, and I want to stay really consistent. So I don't want to have parts that have a lot of overlap, then a little overlap. I want to keep it real consistent. Now another pro tip is a lot of people think that the grip hand here is the one applying the grip. So they'll pull this really tight and wrap it around like that, and that's going to give you stretch marks. It's going to give you different kind of imperfections in the grip. The real trick is that the handle side is going to twist, and that's going to pull the grip and really flush it flat to the grip. So as you see here, I'm just spiraling my way down. I'm watching my overgrip, making sure I'm not overlapping too much or too little. Now as I come down, you want these consistent cuts down the grip, okay? You don't want to have a sharp cut, then a flat on the side, a sharp cut. You don't want to do a sharp cut, then a flat roll, then a sharp cut. You want to keep it really consistent and it spirals down. You can certainly match the cut and the twist of the grip underneath. It'll typically be done quite well, and you want to keep it real consistent. Now, when I get to the end here, I'm going to have some slack, and that's what we're going to want to cut. And if you see, I have the grip finishing just there, and I have the overgrip continuing with some extra slack. And what I want to do is I want to cut straight across. See if I can hold it like this, if it makes some sense. I want to cut straight across on that line. So I have a line here for the grip, and that's the cut that I'm going to make. So if the grip is continuing out, it's going to cut straight across there like that, so that I get a nice even cut, and it's going to finish perfectly. So I'm going to do that now. And now I have a piece like this that finishes with a bit of a triangle, okay? And if I continue to roll and I cut straight across, you'll see how it finishes perfectly at the finish. We have that excess that we can discard. And then, as I said at the beginning of the video, I have my tape already. You want to make sure that you do the lettering appropriately. A lot of people stop there and really just throw this on, but we want to make sure it looks great. So what I want to do is I want to overlap this finishing tape as one layer. So as you see here, I have my initial layer, and as I go over it, I don't want to go higher, I don't want to go lower, I want to make it clean, one consistent layer. This racket happens to have a grip band as well, those little rubber bands which some rackets have. So I'll take the time to put that over to make sure it doesn't unravel. And there you have it. An overgrip, clean, consistent spiraling. Sometimes you can take a ruler and put it to it and make sure you hit it 1 inch, 2 inch, etc. so that it's consistent. It starts flush to the bottom so that when you're holding it, you have no part exposed of the racket. It finishes clean at the top with no excess. We put the finishing tape at the top as well. Consistent, clear over it, not overlapping, showing different layers. If you don't have the tape that goes with it, you can buy a roll of electrical tape or something like that that works as great finishing tape, and you just want to do 1.5 revolutions around the racket. Again, if you have that grip band, you want to cover the tape so it doesn't unravel. If you don't have it, not a problem. It'll work out great. And that is how you do an overgrip. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. We'll help you out with any of this. And if you like any of these videos, we have more coming on everything tennis, everything platform, everything pickleball, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.